I'm Hedwig, better known as Wrapyouinlove, Rainbow Lady or Rainbow Dash. I have 3 kids. My oldest, Celine, is 6 years old, Alice, who is 4, and Emil will soon turn 2. I started baby wearing around 6 years ago, after my first daughter was born. I never imagined myself as a baby wearing parent. I didn't buy a carrier or a wrap, I had a stroller. But as soon as my baby was born, I noticed she wanted to be close to me, and she almost always fell asleep when I was holding her in my arms. After having my son, I had noticed I only have 2 hands and I have 3 kids. So there's no way I could keep him close and still have my hands free for my other 2 kids without having a baby carrier or a wrap. As soon as I got him in a wrap, I could cook dinner, I could bring the other kids to kindergarten without bothering him. He could nurse in the carrier. Although I agree it's 2 different skills, learning how to nurse and how to wrap, but combining those, you'll feel like super mom. Moms can do whatever they need to do during the day. Of course, after a baby is born, your household wants to be done too. You have to do laundry, vacuum, clean after the other kids, or I can finish my work when I'm wearing my baby. Emil can be asleep on my back when I'm working at my computer, instead of having to work late at night because I have to wait for him to be in bed. When Celine was born, I started baby wearing. At the time, baby wearing wasn't the trend it is right now. I felt overwhelmed with all the baby wearing options. I didn't want to buy a wrap, way too complicated, this long piece of fabric. So I bought myself a ring sling and a mai tai to wear my baby. I searched the internet for tutorials, but there weren't so many tutorials online. There were picture tutorials, step by step, teaching how to do a carry. As soon as I tried a woven wrap, and I nailed the carry after a few tries, I started loving it. I wanted to try all the carries, all the variations. Depending on the length of the fabric, you can do another carry. You can do a carry on the front, on your hip, or on your back. And when I did all the different variations, people started to ask me, how did you do this? I made my first video and put it online. I made a video without speech, with subtitles and just a funny music underneath. So people who were nursing their baby or were watching a baby that's sleeping could watch my video without having to put the music on. Since then, I spent many years trying different carries. I've shown a lot of variations for more advanced baby wearers. There are a lot of practical benefits to travel without a stroller. Imagine having to travel with public transport. It's easier with a baby in the carrier. I can just go and continue my life with 2 older kids. As Emil is turned 2, it also means that he is walking more and more. He wants to explore the world, but Babywearing is offering him a safe base to come back to. He will come to Mama to go in the wrap, and then he will go out and explore. He will run off with his sisters, and once he's done, he will come back, he will go in the wrap and take a nap. I study multimedia marketing full-time. The full first year after Emil was born, he came along to every lecture. He usually would be in a wrap, asleep or nursing. Sometimes he would be awake and just listen to the lecture. Even now I will bring my kids along to the lecture if they are in the late afternoon or evening. Since becoming a certified baby-wearing educator, I've done many other courses. I've taken training in France, in the UK, and even last year at Center of Baby-Wearing Studies in the US. There's a lot to learn. I'm hoping to share all my knowledge with you. Online, you can find me on my blog, or you can find me on Facebook, on Instagram. I share a lot of pictures of many different carriers and brands because there's so much out there. Something for everybody's taste. Even after becoming a parent, you don't have to lose your personal style. I'd like to finish by quoting the text that was the inspiration of the name of my blog. I wrap you in art, I wrap you in linen, I wrap you in silk. I wrap you in hemp, I wrap you in bamboo. I wrap you in merino, I wrap you in cashmere. I wrap you in Egyptian cotton. even wrap you in baby camel hair. But most of all, my papa, I wrap you in love. I wrap you in love.
Yeah, that was cool. That was very good.
And now I have to leave to
Yeah.
pick the girls up.
Okay, alright.